What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's That's and Tigrod back again for Minecraft. Swedish terms, chocolate Lego. Yes, we are back here on our beautiful new plateau that we are building. Creeper hat, I finally got one. Doesn't it make me look like my name would be David? I'm Creeper Dave. So I've started building a little bit, and I have a couple ideas that I want to swing your way today, ladies and gents. So first of all, I will show off that I did finish this little house here that we were working in the last episode. Finished the doorway. Also, of course, we're in our Adventure Time texture pack again, just because I swapped to it and it was like, wow, why did I ever leave this texture pack? It is beautiful and it's bright and vibrant and colorful and it's right up my alley, you know? Because the Chroma Hills is really cool and detailed, but detail at the cost of having BMO? I don't think so. So anyway, there's this house. This is our little house that we worked on the last time. I moved the window panes out one so that we could fit some stuff here. I talked about that in the last episode. There's my painting of inspiration, if you remember from our Minecraft Bros series. And over here I have BMO actually standing on, I think that fire coming out of our booties is absolutely beautiful. Whoops! That didn't actually happen. Just pretend that it didn't happen, okay? That was just a figment of all your imagination. See, it was there the whole time. Anyway, I don't know. He's an axe salesman or something. And then up here, I just added a tiny little table. Lonely table, lonely table, blue. Then I put this mailbox down because I thought, wow, look at that thing. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yes, it does. Yes, you do. Yes, you look beautiful. There's a monster inside there. And then I started laying the foundation of this house out. Now, first I was using this cobble stuff, which I'm probably going to have to swap that out for some kind of oak or log or something, or rather some kind of wood. And I was building this house and I put these panes down, and first and foremost, I just gotta say, I like this look. I really like this look. I think that looks great. Plus this way, like, look how spacious this is. And you know what this actually made me think of? Specifically when I was over here admiring it, looking at my handiwork, I started thinking, wow, doesn't that look like a house you'd find in all those zombie indie games that are out all over the internet that, you know, never get finished? But I thought it'd be kind of cool to start building houses like that rather than still using the full blocks. Like, let's swap over a clean slate and let's start using the paneling. Also, another thing that I'm going to attempt doing today, and I want everyone, I need feedback for this. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Because that's just kind of how I gauge it, because I know that we don't get as many comments on the Minecraft videos as we used to. But I'm hoping to kind of bring traffic back to a lot of my original series that I stopped doing for no reason. And what I want to do today, I know I haven't built anything yet, and I'll explain that, wise guy. The reason that I'm not building anything, you know what we could do? Let's throw some windows on this. There we go. At least so I got something to do while I'm talking, right? I want to experiment. That doesn't look as tight as it would look if they were on the outside. I want to experiment with a new format for this series and building and stuff like that. So I was thinking about it and I thought, you know, I guess I'm kind of unique in that, like as far as my Minecraft builds and stuff like that go. Ooh, cool. I'm kind of unique in that I use creative for building. That's pretty much the big thing that everyone always tells me. Like, it's like, hey, you know what I like about your series is that you shamelessly use creative rather than using organic blocks, blah, blah, blah. But the other thing I was thinking about is, as I was laying out the foundation for this house, I thought, man, I should really be recording this, even if it's boring. And then that made me further think, how could I make building exciting? So what I'm going to end up doing is, rather than showing you all the tediousness of me scratching my head and brain and stuff, sitting here thinking, hey, what could I do next for this house? Instead, I'm just going to put the roof on this house right now off camera, and I'll just kind of keep checking in with all of you with what I've built so far, you know, kind of clue you all in on everything like that, and let me know what you think about that, because, you know, normally I won't be rambling on like this. The episode would have already officially started. But the way I see it is, this way we can cover a lot more ground with episodes being a lot shorter, you know? Because 20 minutes is not bad. especially for Minecraft videos, because everyone else does like 30 to 40 minutes. But I don't know, I just for my own sake, like this kind of feels like I'm gonna experiment with this for a little bit. It might take me a little while before I figure this out, but either way, let's construct a roof. So I haven't done much, but I wanted to kind of clue you all in on everything. And yes, I know the webcam's gone because these clips are going to be very short. It's kind of be like a build montage. Think of it that way. So I ended up changing out these corners, and they're actually smaller too. So I think that looks really good. I'm probably going to have to put some highlights on the windows. And what I started doing up here, just to kind of clue you all in on everything, is I started constructing this because I wanted to make this upper floor, because we're gonna have a second floor, I wanted to make it like this, but then I thought, well, it should go in one more, shouldn't it? Actually, maybe it would look tighter if it went out, but that's okay. So what I ended up doing is this instead, and what I think I'm going to end up aiming towards is maybe making it a little bit like, how would I put it? Like a crooked little house. Maybe like a little witch's hut or something like that. You see what I'm going for? So it's like, this could be the second floor and it kind of goes into a loftish thingamabob. And then we could, down here, we just do something standard like that. I mean, I'll probably have to put some kind of roof block or something. But anyway, see you when I get the next upgrade. That does not look too shabby, I gotta say. This is actually turning out pretty okay, and this way I can kind of focus on building, because normally, like, it's really difficult to commentate while building, you know? Like, it really is. So what I'm kind of doing here is I got a, whatever these things are called, a strip going along the whole outer edge, and I feel that it gives it a little bit more of a 3D. This is gonna be like the most, like, I don't know if I would classify it as a complex house, but it's definitely the most tricky thing I've ever done. I don't know, I guess so. I'm gonna have to definitely get rid of this cobble though and replace it with something else. It's coming along. I think that actually is turning out really good. The inside is a bit plain right now, but I will end up touching that up with interior stuff afterwards. I don't know, I guess these still work in the corners, but I should probably, I've been trying to, oh, it does work with these logs, okay. So what we can do is something like this. The only problem with that is, you see the underside here, which you can barely see it actually, but it's still the color of the bottom of the log. So think of it like this, the top and bottom always look like that. Yeah, so it's a little bit tricky, but this might end up working. Maybe, I don't know, maybe rather than doing it on the top, maybe I'll just do something on the bottom so it's kind of like a baseboard or something. Yeah, I don't know about the top. But anyway, what I'm doing up here now is setting this up. You know what, I love these boots, but I don't like that fire. I know it's gonna get annoying, so I'm probably gonna have to take those off eventually. But what I'm doing up here is I came over to this corner and I thought, you know what I would love to do is make this kind of go up and right, you know, so it kind of comes out a little bit or something like that. So that's what I'm going to try and figure out right now. This is a little bit tricky, that's for sure. I set up these stairs, and there was stairs right there. I was setting them up so it would kind of come out, but then I realized, how would you walk up them from the inside here? Because that would look a little bit funky, a little bit weird now, wouldn't it? So what I'm attempting to do is actually using the pillars here to kind of set up the stairs so that it's like a makeshift staircase ourselves. So this way we can have both the bottom and the top of the staircase. Bottom and the top of the staircase all to ourselves, so that we can actually use the interior for walking up while the outside can still arch up like this. I'm gonna have to give it a little bit more of a 3D feel though. It's coming along, but this roof is a little tricky to figure out. Right now I'm just kind of primarily building the exterior first, and we'll work on the interior after, but I also do want this place to be functional. That's one of the coolest aspects that I think Minecraft has to offer, is I want to be able to make it both a stylish, cool little house while also being very functional. So I'm gonna have to figure something out for getting onto the second floor here. I would prefer it if we didn't have to use a ladder, but I don't really know how else to do it unless I could make a staircase come, well, let's see. Maybe I could make a staircase come something like this. I mean, just work with me here. This is very bare bones right now, just because, yeah, the blocks aren't really working out primarily, and just, I know, evil. Oh, I see. So, oh, no. This is tricky. Nah. There you go. That's all I wanted to do. So we could do something like this. It does mean that that wall is going to end up getting cut off, though. Unless we made it something like you could walk under the staircase. But either way, that makes this house a little bit more cozy than I would have liked to make it. And we can't put the staircase up there, so I would have to figure something out. Maybe I can do the same technique that I did up here, just on the interior here. So yeah, I'm actually going to try that right now and see how that looks. I tried it with birch, and I swapped it for oak. Because this way I felt it was a lot more impactful visually. That it's like, oh, these are staircases. Because otherwise, that's one of the things about this texture pack, as beautiful as it is blocks kind of blend into each other a little bit more than they should. Oh, I don't think so. Toggle downfall. Get out of here, rain, rain, go away. So anyway, I did that. I also put these logs around the edge here because even though I wanted to do it with this other blocks, like, look at this. I actually can't place it down, so I guess these, like the wooden logs or whatever you want to call them, I'm just going to call them logs, they must have a different type of code to them that they can be placed in this same vicinity, whereas the other blocks seem to be conflicting. So this is our second floor right here, and it's a little bit cozy. I made sure to put these blocks or panels down on the bottom level. That way we can actually put like organic, normal, big old Minecraft blocks in here and fit them all in here nice and snug, except for that spot seems to be having a little, oh, because it's that, I see, okay. Actually, you know what? Nope, that does not work. So let's just leave that like that and settle for that. So anyway, I still gotta touch up this staircase here and try to figure something out. Haha, I think I'm getting the hang of these micro blocks. So it's not as fancy. With the staircase down at the bottom here, I guess I could thicken this out and maybe do something like this. Yeah, maybe. That doesn't look half bad. Could do something like that. That makes it kind of feel a little bit more like it's protruding out and like, bang, look at this, you know? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Pretty much I'm just hiding all the blocks on the inside. This is kind of what I came up with the staircase. It's okay. It looks alright. I didn't know that that line of birch was going to show up, though. That's because that's the blocks on the other side that I have hidden. I don't... Yeah, that is. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, you know what? Maybe I can figure out another, like... Yeah, maybe I could end up doing something like this. What? No. Like that? Will that work? That's the real question. I mean, it's gonna make it kind of thicker and stand out a little more. Like, hey, look at this. But whatever. That didn't even... Oh, my goodness. Now there's just this block here instead. Oh, I see. Those are those panels. Okay. All right. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I think I got it. Almost done. I don't know if I'm going to be doing this every time because as I'm... like, that's one thing is this episode length might be a little bit shorter considering all we've been doing in today's episode, but goodness gracious, I have spent almost half an hour on this already, so I guess it's time invested, that's for sure, but it means I might not be able to do this as often as I thought. Not to mention I keep having to come back to it because I'm noticing like things like this, little spots where I'm making things a little bit odd and uneven and stuff like that. That actually is not too bad. Could probably get away with that corner being there, but that means that I have to use these. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to grab that block. Thank you. There we go, because that makes it a little bit better, tighter, faster, stronger. No, I want this one. No, I want this one, please. There we go. Because the way I see it, actually, you know what? We can make this last floor oak. Why not? Yeah, let's just do it. Actually, no. No, 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 no. We will use this spruce. What? We can ground pound with these? How do we do that? How do we do that? Oh, how'd that even happen? These boots have a weird explosive property to them. They're very unstable. So I'm just gonna finish up this floor here, and then we're gonna call it a day. Haha, yes, I'm starting with haha again. We're finished, that's it, we're done. We're done. Otherwise I'm gonna spend way too much time on this thing, trying to even out all the colors and stuff like that. It worked out though. I ended up adding this definition over here because I think that way it gives it a much better transition, because now this on the interior makes a little bit more sense. Also, it's a balcony. So hopefully that's going to end up turning out, and I like it. I like it being open like this too, and how the oak kind of complements as a support structure rather than just being there for show. Now, one thing I want to try just here, I just had an idea just now. I want to see if this will work. Will this work? Can we get away with something like that? Yes, actually I think that we can, but I want to, oh, pardon me. I want to do that. That's actually not bad. That is not bad. It looks a little bit weird, a little bit wonky, just because of the different types of block and stuff like that. I mean, that just kind of goes hand in hand with this texture pack, because all the blocks kind of all have a really washed out color feel to them, you know? I mean, it's still very vibrant and I still really like it, but it's like you can see, like with the green and stuff like that, like it's very washed out, like watercolor kind of theme, you know? So I'm probably gonna add a little bit more definition, you know, kind of fix the windows a little bit just on my off time and stuff like that, and maybe end up doing the interior on my own. But as for today, that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about this. You know, I could make this kind of a thing. It means a lot more work for me, but hey, whatever. Toggle downfall. Go away, rain. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Again, because why not twice? Don't forget to smack that like button. I really would appreciate it. I put a lot of time in today's episode. Not necessarily that, well, the build's okay. I'm satisfied with it, so hopefully you all are too. And subscribe if you haven't already to join Team Pixel. Sign on and stay epic, everybody. Your face.